What up, guys? Chef Beardsley. Today I'm going to just do a review on the XRT, man. Here she is, obviously. I just gotta say, like, right off the bat, extremely impressed with this truck. A few people I know personally in the community has had some issues with theirs, between bulkheads and whatnot, but I had nothing. Uh, my worst thing was this arm here. This set screw did pull down through here and snap, but that, if you guys watch my video of the fire, when it nosedived, that's what happened. And then other than that, all I did was strip a pinion and spur, which is known because they're made out of poop metal. But other than that, had no issue. The fire, and I know I've seen a few other videos of people having a fire, and what I've noticed was that the people that, sorry, this is gonna be a nickel metal hydride pack, but this is what I have with me right now. What I noticed was most people that have a fire have their wires ran this way, right into here, so they're cutting the wires. So that's what happened to mine. Like, people were saying I run a soft pack and they're trash batteries. Say what you will about my batteries, it had nothing to do with the battery. The battery itself didn't pop. The wires got cut and they touched. And the last fire I seen that someone had, I noticed after the aftermath, the guy just let it burn instead of trying to get the batteries out. His wires ran the same way. So I highly recommend, do not set your wires up in here or in here, because that's a pinch point. It's a horrible spot to run your wires. I run them out this way so there's no pinch point. Other than that, I have had no issues. A couple people broke some bulkheads and stuff. I have not, and I've beaten the snot out of this. This is well over 12 packs in. Nothing, not all of it was on camera. Some of it was, and I look forward to running this truck every time I take it out. The only other issue I have been running speed gearings from out of the box. Is a little bit of heat on the motor, but every once in a while, like, run it for 15 minutes or so, let it chill, hang out, and go again. So you could adjust that with gearing. But out of the box, I swear, this is a hill I'll die on. I think the XRT is the best RTR 8S rig you can get out of the box. I thought it used to be, the 8S Outcast used to be my go-to RTR out of the box. This thing out of the box is a beast. Absolute animal. The air control is a little iffy. Sometimes you gotta have a little more trigger discipline. So when you go up, you have to kind of like really feel it out. But once I did put earplugs in the center diff. Once I did that, rotates like a freaking animal. So I recommend out of the box, if you get one, hardened steel pinion and spur, and earplug to center diff. That's the only upgrades it needs, to me, out of the box. I know other people have other issues. I'm sure other people are going to say, well, I had this happen and stuff. I can only go with what happened with me. And I slam, if you watch my last video on this, the whole back end hit basically just straight rock, like a rock face, and it's fine. Like, didn't break any screws, didn't break any plastic. Absolute animal. Countless tumbles, like cartwheels. My front bumper is still good. My buddy Earl, he broke, I think on the front bumper, the screws, and I've taken some hard front, like straight front impacts, even when I hit hard and my wires cut for my batteries. Nothing broke. So I really can't speak on that. I did used to have an X-Max, and I've had a lot of issues with an X-Max. My front diff exploded. My servo stopped working. This is on the X-Max, not this. My servo stopped working, second run. The power didn't feel right out of the box with the X-Max. This didn't have any of those issues yet. And I've ran this, like I said, well over 12 packs. So my servo's still good. No diff issues, knock on wood. I think the power feels pretty good out of the box. It really does. I don't know if they tweak. I know it's the same motor and ESC in an X-Max, but I don't know if they tweaked it to give it more power on the ESC end. or what, but it feels legit. And the reason why I'm doing this review, because I like to do a stock review for you guys. Earplugs I don't consider really an upgrade, because they're like a few bucks, you know, and you can just throw them in a stock one. But this is what we're going to do. We're going to drop a Max 6 ESC in here and solder them up the right way. Sorry, Earl, I had to. And yeah, so I'm gonna mount this ESC here, give her a little more power. I do when I had an X Max, once I swapped out this ESC for a Max 6, it changed it, and I loved it after that. This doesn't have that issue to me, but I do want to be able to adjust punch and whatnot. So I think this is going to be a hell of an upgrade, and I don't think I'm going to touch the motor. I think the ESC is going to be plenty. But yeah, I really the tires I thought were going to be trash. I'm not going to lie to you guys. When I first seen them, I was like, those tires are garbage. Impressed. They don't balloon very much, so that's part of the air control issue. But I kind of want to keep the stock tires. I might do a little experiment and take my back flips off the Outcast, get the adapters so I can put them on here just to see how it feels. But so far, these do pack up with the dirt where I run. But as soon as you give a trigger, they clean up. The suspension feels great. For all you people that say that it's just an X-Max parts, a lot of these parts aren't X-Max parts, guys. If you guys know RC Guy Garage, the numbers were off. They're not. It's like it's built with the X-Max platform, kind of, but the part numbers aren't the same. The arms, the drive shafts are the same. Steering links are the same for the wide X-Max kit. I think, yeah, the front and rear bulkheads are different. Shock towers, I think, are different. And I don't even think the center chassis is the same. So it is designed like an X-Max, but it's not like they just took an X-Max and just made it lower. So just a heads up, like there's a part number issue out there. So if you need parts, I recommend just going to Jenny's RC, going to XRT section and getting parts from them, because I don't know if they fixed the part number issue right now. But again, I am thoroughly impressed with this truck, and I don't think you can go wrong. Absolutely no buyer's remorse at all. There's no, like, thinking about it, there's no upgrade I think that it needs out of the box. I never ran it with the stock gearing. It came with speed gearing, and I rocked that from day one. But overall, if you're thinking about it, I think you should get one. I think it's Chef Beardsly approved. Literally just that one arm, but that was a horrible front impact, so I can't hold that against the arm. The fire, no fault to the truck. Bad landing, bad place to run your batteries. I'm telling you again, stressing it. You can see a little singe there. Do not run your batteries wires in there. They will get cut. I've seen other people have the same issue. Some people are blaming the truck or the batteries like they did with me. Not the truck's fault, not the battery's fault. I guess you can maybe say it's the truck's fault a little bit because it's sharp right there and can cut your batteries. But just don't run your wires that way, and you'll be all right. Yeah, so again, I really can't fault the truck for any issue I had. Again, I had way more issues with an X-Max in a shorter amount of time with less packs. The worst thing I did to this was the arm and my gears stripping out. Yeah, and I'm not easy on it. Like, even off camera, it's taking tumbles, it's falling upside down, and when I hit that last week, when I hit this rear end on that rock face, I thought at least this would have snapped or something, like this cushion. It didn't. Like, it's solid. 100% solid. The only other issue or little thing I have here is my buddy Earl Moorhead. He had his skid plate cracked right here with a big chunk missing, and he sent me a picture of someone else having an issue with holes in it. I don't have anything wrong with the bottom side. The only thing that's happening right here is, I don't even know if that'll show up on camera, but there's a little crack right there, but that's it. So yeah, highly recommend it for me. If you guys have the funds, I recommend it. I ended up selling my sledge to my best friend Brian to get this truck. So you'll see the sledge on the video because he's going to run with me. He's been wanting a sledge, and I was like, look, bud, you want a sledge? This one's fully upgraded. So it'll still be on the channel. We'll be out there having fun with it. So yeah, I actually just put M2C diff cups in there for him and dry shafts. So he's ready to go too. Another thing I noticed with this XRT is with the X-Max, when you take those hard flat landings, you can bend the center shaft and you hear it go blah, like in there. I haven't bent one yet. My buddy Bernsey hasn't bent one yet. I haven't seen any videos of people bending their center shafts yet. So I don't know if they changed the way they're supported or something from the X-Max, but I have not bent a center shaft yet. Because with the X-Max, when you take this hard, really high landings like we do, that center shaft gets bent and wobbles in there and hits the sides. I haven't had that happen yet. So again, I really can't say anything too bad about the truck. They really did their homework, I think. I love the way the body goes on. The only thing is when it gets dirty, it's a little hard to clip on. So you gotta shake it and put it on, but that's it. I've never had it pop off yet, which is a known issue with the X-Max. So honestly, and this is more my style truck. It's a truggy, so it handles really well. You can take the sharp corners and stuff. I don't think it's gonna be, they call it the extreme race truck. I don't think it's meant for a track, guys. I really don't. But to each their own. If you want to take it to one, I'm sure it'll do okay. But for bashing, I highly recommend it. And that green, though. So, yeah, I really can't think of anything really bad to really say about it. Besides, watch your batteries where you put those wires. I recommend running them on the outside, not on the inside of the truck. Be warned. I'm telling you. I've seen a few people do that, and they cut just like mine did. And put a couple earplugs in your center diff and get hardened steel spur and pinion. And smiles for days, man. But now it's time to put some good power in there. Let's put this Max 6 ESC in. Soldered the right way. Sorry, Earl. I had to. But yeah, that's it. My reviews are short, sweet, and to the point. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything for you guys. As you know, I pay for all my toys myself. Nothing is provided to me besides that kick-ass engine from KGM. So yeah, I have no one tell me what I can and can't say. So I recommend it. So if you want one for Christmas, tell your significant other, get me an XRT. Please and thank you. Highly recommend it. Like and subscribe. Look for some more content coming. Obviously, we're going to do some tests with the Max 6 in there and see what this does with a little better ESC. But again, out of the box, nothing RTR out of the box 8S can touch this truck right now. That's just in my eyes. Other people have their own opinions. Beautiful thing about this hobby, we all have options. So I'll catch you guys soon.